Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of The Tug, a drag race recap podcast by the Reality Rundown and Rundown Media. My name is Wellington. I am your host. And today, physically and virtually, oh my God, Lord Jesus. Physically and virtually, I am joined by my co-host, Eli.
Hello, I missed you guys. What's going on? What's going on?
And Raymond.
Hey, what it do?
So, oh my God, how is everybody? First of all, because we didn't have an episode last week, and I'm sorry, guys, but last week was like, when life just hits, and like,
Right.
life was hitting for all of us at the same time, and also like nobody went home, so
What's the
why,
point?
like, we were just like, if there's a week to take a break, it will be this week.
Yeah, right.
But Snatch game was today, so we had to be back. But I mean, with that said, let's get into the motherfucking tea. And so this week, like I said, the Snatch game. Before we get into this week, last week Jasmine and Jorgeous were at the bottom and lip sync for the live, and it was a double chante. What do we think about that?
I thought it was well deserved. I mean, I feel like it was I think they both, as much as I want like people to go home and for the competition to like narrow down, I felt like that was a good lip sync between the both of them. I felt like everybody was anticipating that lip sync because they knew that they're both good dancers, both good lip
Right.
syncers. And like I said, as much as I want somebody to go home and for us to get to the top, I thought that they both deserved it, to be honest. Don't shoot the messenger now. That's my opinion.
Aligned with that. I don't know. I feel like Jorgeous gave and Jasmine was just like she had a good moment, but I thought Jorgeous was a clear winner, and I was just ready for Jorgeous. I mean, for Jasmine to go home.
To be completely honest, like I don't know who won out of that lip sync. I feel like they all could have done even better.
Yeah,
because
the song choice as well.
The song choice was weird. I feel like it was none of their like wheelhouses. And yeah, so I don't think it was a good lip sync in general. But honestly, was I surprised that they were double chanté? Like
No.
This season is annoying at this point.
I don't understand why does he keep like putting it off?
And also like you already have like an item that is supposed to be like the double save of the season, but then every little turn you want to double chanté. Stay like this chocolate is not even prestigious anymore. It has no value because RuPaul could
literally.
Now they all had a chocolate at this point.
Shawty.
Like I'm just saying, like really.
They could have brought June back, Shay.
That's like a crazy.
But first things first, make sure the girls subscribe to the podcast and stay updated with all of our episodes. We have new episodes every Tuesday. And yeah, so make sure you subscribe. Give us a 5-star rating. It helps with the little what is it called? Those charts, those podcast charts. So yeah, so help us, sisters. Subscribe.
Yes.
When the ladies get back into the workroom, of course, Diabetes, the hurricane Diabetes strikes again. Like, what is up with this woman, and why does she like? It's like she can never have a happy moment. She's mad that there's a double chante.
Yeah, I understand her frustration, but it's also like, baby, you also were saved once before,
literally.
So don't be mad that other girls get to be saved too, because that's how you got to come back and be like, ha ha ha,
and prove yourself.
It's like, okay, cool. And it's annoying because I really do like Diabetes. I am a fan of her, but she does things like this. Like, just stop talking.
Right. If there was like a what is it called? A miscongeniality.
That's what it's reverse.
Yeah. But like the reverse, that will go to Daya this season because like, girl, every film you have, every time we have to film, you have like something to complain about and be mad about.
All the time.
You can't be that girl.
I don't see her being happy for anybody, being really too congratulatory for anybody, but I also feel like the producers are using her to be like almost like that villain of the season.
Yeah,
right.
Because I mean, nobody else is really bringing like that drama, that like, and even though Daya is not bringing rah, I feel like she's bringing like not protagonist,
Antagonist.
But like
Antagonist.
antagonist. There you go. Like just just a negative energy that they kind of maybe are looking for, where
Yeah.
Right.
everybody else seems to be like on some kumbaya. Everybody seems friendly. So although I don't agree, I get it.
Right. Well, in the same emotional realm, Daya was also kind of upset that she didn't win because she felt like she gave it her all. And I will say, even though she, spoiler alert, she wins this week. But if there was a week that Daya actually earned it, was last week, in my opinion, because
Yeah.
she did really good in the DragCon panels,
Yeah.
and her runway was very to the category.
Right. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like in my head, I'm
Right.
like, you got good praises from your challenge, you got good praises from your runway. RuPaul literally said like, if when I think about shoulders, this is what I think about.
This is what
Why
the
didn't you
assignment was.
win?
Right. Exactly.
Why didn't you win? It was
Like
so
where
weird to
where
me.
did she fall short?
Right. And like I definitely felt like, unlike Diabetes, where Diabetes has been always complaining like, I need to win, I need to win. Deja being mad that she didn't win actually was like,
Damn,
I can
yeah,
understand that
yeah.
because she gave it her all last week.
Yeah, RuPaul is just not
What like
himself this
do we need
season.
to tap into that? Like what is going
Wait,
on?
can you guys refresh my memory? Was Deja like on some rah or just more like disappointed?
More disappointed. She
Yeah.
wasn't on
There's
her
a
rah
difference.
rah.
There's a difference to be like, wow, I
Even if
felt
she
like I
wasn't her rah
deserved
rah,
that.
I feel like she should be on her rah rah.
Right, like even if she was on that shit,
Right.
it would have been like
Pass.
okay, you have earned this emotion,
Right.
but she was very like more disappointed and like annoyed than like fuck production.
Right.
Like
Well, I feel like that's the difference between Deja and Daya. Like Daya's like
Right.
salty, like throwing other people under the bus, and like there's a and Deja was more like, I don't want to say she was reflecting, but she was just disappointed, and I feel like that's a
Right.
natural feeling that we could all relate to.
Right.
Yeah. No.
Well, the next day, Rue enters and tells the queens that the mini challenge is creating looks out of bubble wrap. And all of the queens create their cute little mini wrap. Like I'm over this. Like I'm just over. Like some of these mini challenges, I'm like, we are like
we're
short.
over it.
We are short of ideas.
Yes.
We don't know what to do anymore.
Also, adding mini challenges like as if like the challenges themselves are not long enough.
Right,
The episodes
right.
are
I feel like not
long
every
enough.
episode needs a mini challenge.
But I will say this season hasn't had that many challenges. But also this mini challenge wasn't
captivating. Like I don't know, I need something more. The mini challenges is like to laugh, to be silly, to like. So like I need something like this. This looks mini challenges. I don't like it because it's like it's not funny. Like I need something funny, something to laugh, something to kiki.
Seems very rushed, in my opinion.
Right.
Like, it's just like, oh, what's something quick we can put together and have the girls do? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Like,
right.
No budget, nothing.
Here's garbage. Put it together. Here's this. Put it together. Here's literally like the garbage that we threw out last week. Put it.
Right.
Like
do something with it.
Yeah.
Right. I agree.
The mini challenge.
Bosco won the mini challenge,
which was made no sense. Okay, I really do think I love Bosco. I love Bosco, but I can even be like, yo, RuPaul has a favoritism towards Bosco
and Jorgeous.
Fucking ridiculous.
No, I don't agree, Raymond. I don't agree with Bosco.
What? You don't think that?
I don't see favoritizing Bosco.
All right, the last episode, him winning was definitely a favorite.
I think.
And then his mini challenge, he did not. Miss Bosco did not win.
It was literally in the pit stop. They were saying that it was literally a replica of Aquaria in season 10, and it was literally.
But they said that in the episode. They literally said that in the episode as well. But I felt like,
well, good way for you to tell our listeners that I didn't watch the episode.
I did not say that, Chair. I'm just saying. I'm saying it's funny that you're relating. That you talk about the pit stop because they stayed in the episode too.
Good save, Chair. Good save.
So if you feel guilty, that's on you. Put that on me.
We're watching something.
So the Maxi challenge this week is the Snatch game.
Finally,
we've all been waiting for it. It is that time of the season. So for the Snatch game, our girls.
But was it worth the wait?
Huh?
But was it worth the wait?
Right. That's the guy.
We haven't got there yet.
Angeria Paris VanMicheals is Tammy Brown.
Which I was looking so forward to this. I was like, you are a character. Then to do Tammy Brown, which is such a character, you excel.
Bosco is Gwyneth Paltrow.
I don't know where she got that.
Daya Betty is Ozzy Osbourne.
Very
Right.
excited for this.
Right, me too. Deja Sky, Little John.
Very
Yeah,
curious to see how this goes.
Jasmine Kennedy was Betsy DeVoe.
Why?
Cricket. I don't
Why?
even know
But
what that
also
is.
could have been really, really funny if she actually like
Did her research.
would have known to like how to play this woman.
Yeah.
Jorgeous was Ilana Glazer. Who is this woman?
She's on some show. You've seen her like on like probably memes and gifs like that. You just don't know that's her name.
No way.
Yeah, you look her up. When you see her, you'll know.
I've definitely seen of her. I just don't know from what.
Like in
I
feel like she like
crying,
she like plays a lesbian in one show. Like you know, like she looks like
I don't know what show
she looks like an actress that will play a lesbian. Like
right. What show is she?
I don't know what show is this.
Let me look.
But anyways,
Broad City. Did you guys hear that show Broad City? It's on Comedy Central.
Okay. Anyways, whatever. Like that was who Jorgeous was doing. Which to me, I'm like, Jorgeous, how do you know this woman? Chick?
Right.
Is this the only show you watch?
Right.
Anyways, Lady Camden is doing William Shakespeare, which
but if
I was
Jorgeous
like,
would have done Selena, you would have been mad.
No, I would have been like, smart choice.
It would have been smart because but also
Say
Jorgeous
smart
is just not an actress, and I'm like, acting challenge after acting challenge after acting challenge, or even improv or anything that requires Jorgeous to speak. She's not that girl.
Right. Okay, so let's.
She ain't that girl.
Are we gonna dissect each person after?
Yes. So I'm just letting you know what everybody's doing. And we can go. So we'll do this, and then we'll go into looks, and then while we do the looks, we also talk about their performances.
Okay.
And then so Lady Camden, William Shakespeare, which I was interested in. And Willow Pill, Drew Barrymore, which I was also interested in.
Agreed.
My pen is fine. So let's get into these looks, ladies. Deja Sky.
I think that should have put her in the bottom. They're like, great performance.
No, I kind of like it.
In the bottom. Oh, that says a lot.
And let's just, know that the category is Holy Couture. So.
Okay, so let me say something really quick. First of all, the reason why I like the look is, although I'm not a huge fan of the makeup, I think that the hair is kind of cool. Like, so Deja went as Joan of Arc, and they also had this look when you had like the Met Gala, like Holy Bodies or something like that.
Oh, when the Met Gala did like the holy looks?
Right. Zendaya did a look similar like this, and maybe that's why I like it.
Yeah, but don't you ever say Zendaya and Deja Sky in the same sentence ever in your life again. Don't you ever say that.
Anyway, I like it. And I'm not really a Deja fan, but I like it.
I don't know. I feel like it was not finished. I don't know. And then she has been doing this thing where she's not wearing clothing or articles of clothing that fits her body and gives her a good silhouette. So the shoulders, it looks very boxy when she could have rounded that out somehow. I don't know. I just don't think it complements her very well. I would have left her.
She looks bigger.
No, it's not so much about bigger, but it just she looks flat, and I hate these shoulders too. She loses her shoulders. If you're a box,
yeah, I don't think the construction of this garment is the best. I think that also it's meant to look medieval in a sense, but I don't know if medieval is holy.
I didn't understand the connection to the two. I don't understand the holiness or like.
I think it's the character Joan of Arc, though.
Yeah, but but the fact that character is not translating, it's like. However,
did translate. Lil Jon did.
Right. Lil Jon was honestly really, really good, and I was like
surprised, honestly, because I always get nervous when they do boy characters or
male
characters.
Right.
But Miss Shea Coulee did Flavor Flav.
He was
All Stars 5, and she did it. So I was looking very forward to Deja Sky doing Little John,
and she killed it.
And she killed it. No, she knocked out of the park. She was hilarious. The banter with the other queens, that's the biggest thing with Snatch Game. You have to be able to banter with other queens and keep the momentum going.
Right.
And even if their jokes don't land, say something to help the situation. Keep it light, And I think she did a very good job, and including the other queens, and just
when I saw Deja doing that, I was like, okay, like I don't know, I thought it was really good. I really enjoyed it. It felt good, kind of like to see Deja be good at something, like I don't know, but I also feel like
not that she's honestly like I think Deja, honestly, the more I get to see her, the more I'm coming to terms that she's not a bad drag queen. She's just bad at serving. She's not a look queen. She can do everything else. She's not a bad actor. She gives performance. She lip syncs very well. But when it comes to her style, she needs to be way more polished. She needs some freaking work. She reminds me of the queens that we would love, but the looks aren't there.
But I also feel like
her personality, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
I also feel like I don't want to say this because like I'm always saying some controversial shit on this podcast.
Oh my gosh.
But like,
just go ahead now.
Now that it's out there, might as well.
But like, where does she fit in like this world of drag? Like, if she's not a look queen,
I think she's a comedy queen though. She's pretty funny, and it shows in the Snatch game. I think she's definitely a comedy queen. Because the looks, it's not even, and I also want to ensure that I communicate that it's not based off of her looks. It's based off of like her garments of clothing. And
yeah, that's what I mean. Like things, the looks that she constructs for this show, not her eyes or whatever. Like, I don't know, Chow.
But yeah, the look was a chop, but I think she did so well in the Snatch game, and that was the main challenge. That's why she.
Or not even just so well, but also that the others just did so horrible that she was the only one that did well. So
keeping it afloat.
They were like, Chow, you even disappointed. Like, I know RuPaul was mad as hell when she walked into that runway looking like this because RuPaul was ready to give her the win, and now it's like, damn, like I'm gonna still give it to you, but like
don't make it so hard.
So next we have Ms. Angeria Paris, the third VanMicheals, Atlanta.
I thought she gay.
Church drag,
and she sold it with a fan.
Black lady drag.
Yes, she gives this girl gives.
And like just her energy, like that little bop that she was doing while she was
characterization of it.
Like
so good.
And it's just also
and
like
her body is always.
I know that this was like one of her aunts or her grandmothers. Like there's so no like this was tight to the body,
so
like
authentic, everything. But
and it looked expensive.
Oh, it did. It looked like she had to spend a penny, but I think it cost me more to see her at Snatch Game. That was so bad.
It was definitely.
I was so let down because I was like, all right, Tammy Brown. For those who don't know, she was on season 1 and All Stars 1. This woman, a character, a character, and I almost feel like that's her, like day to day, like 24/7. She is a kooky queen. But she's an entertainer nonetheless. So Angeria being an entertainer and being so funny, I thought she would be really able to give Tammy Brown. But it's almost like she was just being kooky, but not doing those iconic things that Tammy Brown's known for. Like in All Stars 1, she was like, I'm acting. Like those things that she's done and like change your costume, change it around. Like she could have done so much. There's so much that Tammy Brown has done and has provided in regards to iconic moments that I think she just went with kooky, but it was like, are you drunk? What is going on? Because one time she says something that we don't know what she says. And even RuPaul's like,
what? Like, that was inaudible. But, okay, so, like, my thing is that I always give a queen that's been doing really, really good a turn to, like, stumble. But this is just not the challenge. You know, like, Snatch Game is not the challenge to stumble. If you would have stumbled last week or the week or next week, whatever. But Snatch Game is the challenge where you need to bring it your all. This Snatch Game is the last game. This is game.
Oh my gosh, like I'm getting a moment here because like Angeria can win this.
Literally.
And it's just like little moments like this that make you look back and be like, did she deserve it though? Because she did that. Remember that? Remember that also hiccup that she did? Does she have it?
And I also feel like the queens can say whatever they want to say. Every queen that walks through RuPaul's Drag Race says that my season was the best season. But what makes a season is the Snatch Game overall. And the fact that most of these queens were horrible lets you know that this season is just not it when it comes to like characters and funniness.
They're not actors. I think they don't.
I don't think they're comedy queens though.
I don't think they have.
Maybe that's the reason.
Look.
Fashion,
also, we need to understand that some of these
attitude.
They're young.
They're young. They're not the ones who grew up watching the old school drag. Like they have to. Some of them have to take that initiative, but I don't think all of them are doing it. So their idea of drag is very much Instagrammy and very much just not
from what we know, Chad.
From what we know, at least what is showing. Because a perfect example of that for me is Jorgeous. I think that she has all the pieces, but I don't think she knows how to be that drag superstar. She is a great lip syncer. She can provide a great look on the runway, but she doesn't know how to switch it up. She doesn't know how to give us variation and give us different. And also, she needs to understand that she's competing against monsters here, you know? So I don't know. That was just a little take on that. But nonetheless, Angeria loved the look, hated the Snatch game.
Right. Well, moving on, we're gonna go straight into Ms. Willow Hill.
So I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt because the challenge was your religion or some religion, something.
Holy Couture.
Holy Couture.
Couture. Am I saying it wrong?
With Couture, yeah,
Couture.
With Willow, she said that shrooms is her
holy
religion and like gives her this euphoric feeling that she likes. So that's what she said. That's what she wanted on the runway, was being a mushroom or shrooms, because that helped her like get to a spiritual level sometimes. So I understand the connection, but
no comment.
I don't. When you have to
not my God
something that much, maybe it wasn't. Right.
Not my God, Che.
You know what?
It was a hold on. It was a chop in the Snatch game, and it was a chop on the runway for me. Right. Next, you go.
I want to say looking like Toad on the runway. I don't know. I thought the look was cool, but I didn't feel it would really fit the theme. And then when I heard that she was doing like Drew Barrymore for the Snatch game, like I was super stoked, like
super excited.
Really? But as soon as quick as it caught my attention, was as quick as it lost my attention.
Some insight is that she previously put up a YouTube video of her doing Drew Barrymore, and it like got really good reviews on YouTube.
But was it funny?
No, I haven't watched it, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't, because she didn't get it. So
right.
If she didn't,
and I kind of expected a lot out of Willow from this particular.
Yeah, because she's funny. She's funny.
Her, Angeria, Bosco, Lady Camden. I was like, okay, like this is the winning team going into Snatch game, because like these are funny queens. These are queens that are quick on their feet, and they be saying funny shit. So the fact that they all fumbled the bag, it's what is going on?
But I also feel like
no, I mean they all fumbled. I literally felt.
We'll have conversations. We'll go through it.
So now we have Ms. Jasmine, Kennedie, Davenport, O'Hara. She gave us this little black long look that then went into a reveal with a little halo.
I did.
Honestly, I liked it too. The judges were not living for it, but I liked it.
I liked it. I liked the reveal. I like.
It was like dramatic too.
Yes. I think that's what you do when you know you fucked up. You make it up for on the runway. And if someone could have done what they just guided in the Snatch team and then did what Jasmine Kennedie did on the runway, that would have been the perfect person to win this challenge. Right. I feel like they should have all been at the bottom for different reasons. But nonetheless, Jasmine Kennedie ate this look, but she got swallowed up alive on the Snatch game, because Betsy DeVos, you could have done so many funny things.
Right.
Because we've seen it on UK season 1 when the Vivian was Donald Trump. It was controversial, but she was so funny. She was funny. She knew what to say to beat Trump and say those things that people know of Trump. So I feel like with Betsy DeVos, people know that she is known for, being
even like Betsy DeVos doesn't have like iconic taglines, but she is this like controversial ass politician that is known for not having nothing to do with schools, yet being the Secretary of Education. So like she could have made some funny ass jokes about like, I don't know, math, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
But like, what's your thoughts on education? Like everyone should get a free mani patty.
Right.
Like I don't know. Like something. Be funnier.
Like
then also with Snatch, you never shut down. So one question that RuPaul had asked her, she asked like RuPaul had questioned her or something like that, and then she's like, "My team did not prepare me for this question," and like that's that. You can't do that. You have to leave it open ended so that he can banter with you. Because when you shut him down, he's like, "Oh, okay, well, next person."
Right.
So I think and
it's very awkward. It's awkward while after it's edited. So I can only imagine when it's being filmed.
Right. Like Raven was probably there, like.
Right, like child, don't be making me put my wig on for this bullshit shit.
Dude, whose face? In my face,
right? So moving on, we have Miss Marijuana,
Miss
Miss Lady Wana,
La
Jorgeous.
Ganja, I mean.
Right.
Jorgeous giving us green blunt in the hand. It was a cute look.
I like it.
It gave for me. I thought she
I
looked
like
so
I
good.
will agree with the pit stop. It was safe. It was very Jorgeous. Bodysuit with a little skirt.
Jorgeous needs to like level it up.
Like even this is her time.
This is
No, I was gonna say this is a little bit elevated than her normal look.
This is like, you know how like the last episode we ragged her.
Yeah.
This is her like
making
trying.
up for it.
wow.
Yeah,
I mean, I was definitely camp with the blunt in the hand, like trying to give it the wig, the green with the purple, the color.
It's a cute look.
I thought she gave. I don't like the heels, but I thought
seeing trajectory and seeing like how
this was also week 1.
Right.
You know.
Right. Right.
Like actually, I think you've done more in the past.
This is episode 10 and there's still 8 queens left. And it's episode 10.
I feel like a lot of them are not maybe going as hard because they still have so much longer to go. It's like,
or they're probably just like, "Child, we might be free next. We might be safe next week." So like,
but I bet you when it's 4 of them, 5 of them,
you know, like
a lot harder,
right?
Or like, are some of the producers like leaking information and letting them know that there's no elimination? So they're like, "I'm not even trying this week."
Right. Because it doesn't really feel like that with this episode. That they kind of just were like,
they knew.
Whatever.
Right, like, you know, like
maybe you're right. You might be right then.
This is just us starting conspiracy child, but you just never know anymore with these people.
But yes, and then the Jorgeous' person. What was it?
Alana Glazier.
Yeah, oh Lord, she lost me. It was hilarious in the beginning when they shot her. I don't know if she tried to do a boomerang or she was trying to reset herself because they weren't on her yet.
But my whole thing is also like when you do someone that is not like popular, you need to be hilarious.
Yes, and also you can make it your own when people don't really know it.
Right,
it can make no sense, but make it funny because no one knows who that is. That's why a lot of the best Snatch games come from people who do characters that no one knows because they don't have a reference point, so you could just make it up.
Yeah,
you know,
Bag of Chips, UK versus the world. That Snatch game that she did was hilarious. I never heard of the character, but it was hilarious.
Yeah, for sure. And like Bamda the Crime, the queen of Snatch games,
right?
She always does these kooky characters that no one knows, but she delivers. So I felt like Jorgeous.
Bamda the Crime is so hilarious on Snatch games. Oh my god,
we're gonna have her next.
Shall manifest.
Okay.
Next we have Miss Angry Bird. Daya Betty. That's what I'm gonna call her for now, Miss Angry Bird.
I thought that Daya's Snatch game was actually pretty good. I feel like she had the potential to really
I don't
do really well.
I see a clear top 3 for me. But yes,
in the Snatch, yes, in the game, no. But like in the Snatch game, I thought she did really well, and I just felt she kind of killed it when she was copying Bosco's answers.
Yes.
I was a little confused by that. I'm like, are you trying to be Ozzy or are you just being lazy? Like, but I thought she actually did well.
Funny, but it didn't translate.
It didn't like land.
But I thought she did the voice well. I thought the style, you know, the
she looked like him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
She looked like him.
She looked like him.
She was funny. I mean, it wasn't like, you know, it wasn't like
horrible.
Wasn't horrible. Wasn't great.
I wasn't like living. I thought
she started off strong and then it kind of just fizzled.
Like I wasn't living.
Yeah, and then this Runway she fell. So like you're disqualified.
I was laying on my bed chair. I was not living. I was not in the club cackling. I was laying in my bed. But it was alright. It was alright. It was alright. Moving on, Miss Bosco in a little black dress moment, I guess you could call it.
Lingerie.
Giving us Evil Nun with the horse shoes, which I really thought were dope. Because like this being Holy Couture, this is kind of like on the other end, like she's playing like the devil type of thing with the shoes.
With the shoes, yeah, that's how I
and then like because it's like a nun
also,
that is like
I feel to religion as well. It's like
right.
But in reality, undercover there.
I thought it was a look. I feel like
it was a thought.
I thought
it was a concept.
You didn't like it?
I'm tired of her just putting bra on or putting
Right.
I don't know what even those
She
things are
has the same
called, but
silhouette all the time, and
it's
it's
like,
like her
baby,
body.
diversify. I'm tired of it. You rely on the body so much. Like, enough. Give me something more. I'm tired, and I feel like it's pieces of things that she's worn in the past that she put back together to make this look. I'm not saying that it's bad, but look at Angeria. Angeria has given us peaks and valleys
Right.
in her runway. She wants to make sure that
It's like, I can understand if you showed up to Drag Race with one suitcase. I can understand, Bosco, because all you bring is bras and lingerie. But Angeria has like legit like things, like you know what I'm saying, like looks and hats and like you know what I'm
like she comes out, you're like, oh, this is
right.
Angeria. You know, she gives us that diversity.
Bosco is like, which panty and bra am I wearing today?
Like I brought this. It's like when you bring a one pair of jeans on a trip, but because you know you can wear the jeans but make that's
right.
She brought one bralette. But
like and I'm gonna throw a coat on this 1 week, and then I'm gonna have a cape on it the next week, and then I'm gonna have horns on it.
That's why I'm like being so.
I could agree with you. I could agree.
I like it, but it's girls are going into debt for this.
Do you like it, Eli?
I liked it. I liked it. I think for the same reasons you said you liked it. Like I really appreciated the horse fee, or whatever that is. And I mean, I do agree with what you guys are saying. Like I feel like she needs to give us a little variation. It's like the same thing over and over, like a black bra, a white bra, a yellow bra. Like, okay, it's first we were tired of the horns, now we're tired of the bikini bathing suit.
Right.
That. And then her and horrible to put it.
The thing is, I don't see Bosco as a winner of the competition. I see Bosco that as somebody who like is good at what they do, but I don't see them deserving the crown. In my opinion.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I can see Bosco.
I mean, but
actually no, I can't see Willow. I can't see Bosco winning the crown because of moments like this where I would be like, you wear that twice.
I see the queens that I see winning the crowns are queens that I feel like are giving it their all.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Bosco's
a good drag queen.
No.
She's definitely a good drag queen, but is she giving it her all every...
Bosco does enough to be safe, in my opinion, every week. I don't ever feel like Bosco is, to me, Bosco is very like plateau.
And that might be strategy. Maybe she turns it out later, later when there's only 4 left. Also,
even Bosco herself is
pretty
Right.
Well, on to the last person of the night, Miss Lady Camden.
This was a punch gut. This
what was this?
In my tire.
Also, like, how is this part? Like, I'm not American. I'm an immigrant. So, like, can anybody connect Holy Couture to, like, how is this a thing?
So she said because a lot of these queens took it on as like religion and what they are spiritually connected to or see as their religion. And she's a huge Spice Girls fan. So she took it as, oh, Holy Couture, religion. My religion is what's it called? Spice Girls. I'm gonna be a Spice Girl. And like she'd be like girl power, all this stuff. But it was just first of all, that wig is from week 1 from your entrance.
I don't think that the theme was up that open, like
open to interpretation. Yeah.
No, like it
straightforward.
It was pretty straightforward. Word shit with crosses, shit that represents a church, church that represents like.
Well, even if you want to do Islam or whatever,
right,
Judaism, but don't be pulling up in those Spice Girls and them blunt.
But also, if you're gonna say that that's your religion, then make it like that. Like you should be like, I think she should have had Spice Girls dolls in her hands and her like crying because she's so obsessed with the Spice Girls and like having it like written into her body and it bleeding. Make it dramatic. Make it so like this is my religion.
Like sell it. Sell it.
But you just being, I am so obsessed.
Like I'm a Spice Girl. No, this is not a religion, girl. You a fan club.
I just think like I should have done that. I would have done that. My religion is like whatever.
Or like something like that.
What is Raymond? What is your religion, Raymond?
You know what? I think I'm more spiritual.
Sure, that's another podcast.
So I don't know. I grew up a certain way. But girl, yes.
I didn't mean it literally like Christian. I meant it like.
I'm like
passionate over child.
My passion is just being a good person.
Good.
And there it is.
Yeah,
you heard it here first.
Whatever religion that is, that's what I practice.
Exclusive
and whatever.
I want to be a part of that religion.
Yes.
I like being a bad person, so I'll keep my religion. So that was it for the looks. I mean, so the queens all came back into the stage, and Michelle basically read the queens down to
No,
the
she's
money.
like, time out. An investigation, FBI, open the briefcase, case by case. You're all up for murder.
Like, how do you like? And I'm glad that Michelle kind of like read them down to filth.
Yeah.
Because like, girls, wake up.
Right.
I get it. We saving y'all every week, but like, wake up.
Right. Like,
Right.
testing.
This is season 14.
Yeah, I mean, and then like they know how important Snatch Game is. So for all of them to come and like for literally most of them to drop the ball, I feel like is a little embarrassing for them and for the judges too, because
It's
they
very
know they're
embarrassing.
expecting a lot of reviews and good feedback from this episode, and for them to know they're gonna be like
they know that
get
this
a lot of
isn't
negative.
they themselves know that Snatch Game is one of the highly
Right.
reviewed, highly rated episodes all the time.
So, yeah, and they're I don't want to say they're their boss, but they're kind of like their mentor, and they're like, wake up, like we're already pretty deep in the competition at this point. Like everybody should be given 100 every single episode.
Right.
And that's why I hope for next week that it's a thing where it's not like the setup for All Star 6 where you saw Suki Nutmeg Ganache go against people back to back to back until she
Oh,
was
God.
gone. I hope that everybody goes against each other. Whoever loses that, girl, goodbye.
They might
And
do that. Yeah.
Hopefully you
I'm
have the
hoping
chocolate
they
to
do
save
that.
it. They need to because
How-
all these queens have been saved like 3-4 times. Jasmine, Kennedie
Like
has been
everybody's
saved
performing
so
at the
many times.
same time.
No,
That's
No,
not
not that.
bad.
No, I'm saying like 2 by 2. And
like
whoever
Jasmine
loses
versus
that,
Jorgeous. Whoever
again,
wins,
right?
one of them stays and the other one goes home.
Right,
That's
yes.
fine. I
Not
agree
some
with
like,
Raymond.
oh, you lost this, but you still have another chance because you're
Yeah.
gonna go against the 2
So,
bottom
but that will
people.
leave 4 girls in the competition.
Yeah, yes. Well, not if somebody has a chocolate.
No, they're not gonna
Only
go from
5.
like 8 to 4. I don't think they'll do
I
that.
feel like they should get it over with. Like, I'm tired. All these
That
queens
would
have
be weird.
been up. So the only
So what did RuPaul say?
I think he's gonna save one person. That's pretty much what they said.
No,
Only one person's
honestly,
gonna win.
like what RuPaul said, that was open for interpretation. Like
Yeah.
that was like, oh, what? Like
You only 4
you know,
people.
and
There's
they
8
did it to
girls.
be
Out of the 8,
continued.
there'll be 4, and then there's Deja still, and then also one queen can have the chocolate. So there'll be 6 girls still.
Oh, that is true.
So there could potentially be 6 girls.
That is so he probably is gonna eliminate 1 and 1.
Yeah, like you got the chocolate, then okay, cool. If not,
Right.
then that's your problem.
Because they just still there. That is true.
So I'm
They
hoping
just-
though, because I'm like, let's not go from 8 to 7 and then be probably at 7 again because it's chocolate. Like no,
Right.
get from 8 to 5, potentially 6,
Right.
and let's go forward.
That
Because
would
all
make
these
the viewers
queens,
happy,
you know, I think we're all waiting to see Willow lip sync because we never seen her really lip sync. Let's see
Right.
what she gets,
Right.
and then actually nice because she did lip sync in that. I'm a sweet baby.
Oh, true.
She did good. She served. But still, we want to see her be up against competition. Like have to lip sync is a different
Right.
thing, like for her life.
Right.
But everybody else we've seen it.
Angeria too. I want to see more of lip sync from Angeria. I want to
Bosco, we haven't
see
seen him. We haven't seen him in
Bosco. Yeah, I'm and I'm also like excited to see some people that I know are good at lip syncing. Like Lady Camden is a really good lip syncer, so I'm like excited to see what she's gonna do.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna watch that shit again because that shit.
Nonetheless, winner of the challenge was Deja Sky, like we
Well
mentioned,
deserved,
and
well deserved.
you know, like Daya didn't win not one challenge, but at least she walks away from season 14 saying that she won Snatch Game, and Snatch Game is always like the Oscar of all of the challenges. Like if you win Snatch Game,
You got to the Hall of Fame.
you're that girl.
She
But
is
you
the
win,
Hall of
but
She won by default though.
but yeah, like you won, like you didn't earn Snatch, but you earned Snatch Game, but you didn't win the entire challenge because you flopped on the runway.
Right.
And it's more celebratory when you kill both.
Right.
You
It's
know?
like, damn, it's bitches pussies.
Damn, I feel
Right.
like we're also giving we're giving bullying on this podcast.
No,
well,
I think
it's the
very
truth, and we're
real.
fans, and at the end of the day, it's the fucking truth. Like,
Well, now you're bullying me.
No, I
just
feel like with
kidding,
Deja Sky, I can definitely see her coming back on an All Stars.
and like I love all of these queens, but at the end of the day, like I feel that as a host of this podcast and as a viewer, I am judging them every week, just like the judges are, and looking at it unbiasedly, just judging wise. Like you don't, I'm obsessed with Jorgeous, but she's doing horrible.
Right.
So it's
I mean,
like, how
listen,
do I
who's better
stand
to
behind
hear-
you?
Yeah. Who better to hear from than the fans? Like, where are the people
Right.
going to see the
And
shows?
also,
So like, maybe
yeah,
not, maybe not me, Tia, but like,
additionally, I think it's also is the thought of okay, well, what would she have ranked up against? The Bam de la Creme or
Right.
Denali did really good on her season as well. How would she have been able to keep up with those queens who actually would have been able to give? Because maybe these queens couldn't. So I think she was given. She one, yes, she was good, but also would have been as good if the people stacked up against her were different. So
Right.
that's where I kind of stand. But I don't want to take it away from her. She really did deserve it.
Right.
Hate the
The
runway
Little
look,
John
but
was
it's fine.
hilarious. The Little John was hilarious. I
Yeah, it
just
was.
don't want people to be crying out here like Maddie Morpha says, like, calm down, everybody. Like, calm down. And like, I'm sorry. All of this like soft shit on Twitter is getting me mad because at the end of the day, this is a reality show and this is a competition. Like, I need to see like energy, how like UK versus the world. Well, this is ain't no kumbaya shit.
Right,
Like
right.
the process makes you sister, not like everybody being nice to each other.
Right, right.
I'm not saying that people need to fight, but like this is a show and the process of the fact that you went through Drag Race and I went through Drag Race, that makes us sisters,
Right.
not that we were nice to each other.
I
And I feel like there's this like campaign for niceness and like kumbaya, like it's making the show boring. Like
I think also why they're doing that is because of toxic. So they're like, be good to you have to set the tone for the fans. So if you're out here being dragons to each other, then the fans are going to be dragons to those specific people because they're fans. Like for example, Valentina and Aja. Aja went through it
right.
because her and Valentina had that disconnect.
But those seasons of drugs were so good. Yeah. Like
I think we also as a community need to understand like this is just a show. But for right now, we need the drama. Because it's like watching any other reality show
But that's why I watch reality TV for.
Right.
To like escape and for me to like, like, oh my God, these characters, there's hilarious and there's drama and there's this. I honestly like if I just please stop with the nice shit. Like of course, no hate.
It's like you're going to the Bad Girls Club and you're like, no, we can't be bad girls. We can be nice. No,
Drag
Race is about the shadiness and
and I'm not saying that you have to be attacking, but UK versus the world, like
that was intense.
That was intense. Like, the girls always reading each other, fun shade, like, like that was funny. That's what I like about Drag Race. Yeah. Not this whole like, you're my sister, and I'm like, like, oh my God, girls. Like, y'all came here for sisterhood or y'all came here to win a crown.
Right.
Because it's not looking like y'all came here to win a crown.
Best friends.
Right, like Candy said. Who said who was it?
I think it's not Akasha. It's a black queen. She's on season 3. I'm currently watching her season. I forget her name, but she was arguing with Jiggly Caliente. And Jiggly's like, well, we're not gonna be friends. She's like, I don't care, we don't gotta be friends. This is not RuPaul's best friend race. I forgot her name. Oh my gosh. Well, I'll find out. Next week we'll mention her.
So many queens have gone through this desk, child, that it's hard to keep up with them shit. So let's get into the Shantays and the Sashays of the week. Eli, who are your Shantays?
First of all, the people that we have the ability to pick from have been the same people for like this past 3 weeks.
I'm sorry. It was LaShawn Beyond.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Miss LaShawn, girl. We hope you're still booked, chair.
Anywho, I am going to say my Shantae for the week is going to be. I'm going to give it to Deja because I haven't, and I'm going to say this because I haven't been a fan all season, and I feel like I'm starting to warm up to her a little bit. So for me, it's going to be her. Now,
even though I talk about shit about her,
I think my Sasha, and it hurts me to say this, is going to have to be Jorgeous because although I loved her runway look, I feel like I'm almost tired of giving her the benefit of the doubt.
Yes, how many chances do I have to give you, Jorgeous?
And I feel like, girl, like if you're gonna keep giving mediocre, lackluster like work, let somebody who is gonna maybe go harder next week stay, and your ass goes home. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe somebody who has went home already would have been going hard had they been given another opportunity. But instead, you're being like a placeholder for these people. A placeholder for now. So, like I said, it pains me to say this, but Jorgeous is my Sasha of the week.
Okay.
Sorry.
I would say
you guys.
For me, my sachet aside from Daya, they just what? Oh,
sure.
Get together. The sachet, they just got it, so I don't want to give it to her. We never discussed. I'm realizing now we never discussed Lady Camden's performance in the Snatch game. I thought that she was funny. She had a funny character, and even though some jokes didn't land, she kept the character and tried. You know,
She did.
so
I mean, that is her. That
I
is Lady Camden.
like. I thought she tried, and I almost gave it to her, but then I remembered her look on the runway. So let me think. My sachet would be. I mean, hold on. Let me. Shantae, I would give it to. Damn, I don't know. These girls are so bad. I don't want to give it to anybody.
Yeah,
Damn, not everybody.
I don't want to give it to anybody. I mean, I don't know who to Shantae.
I feel like there's at least two people that
I would give it to
Shantae.
okay. I would give a Shantae to Angeria because she did try. She wasn't 100% there in the character, but she also did try.
She tried,
and the runway look gave. So I think that saved her. I would have put her in the safe. So I will give her that. So I think my Shantae would go to her, or even possibly Daya Betty because I wasn't mad at her performance either. I don't know. I'm gonna stick with my guns. Give it to Angeria. Sashay though, after hearing Eli, I guess I would say Jorgeous, but my gut and heart tell me Willow because Willow, you did so bad,
Oh
and
my
that runway
God.
made no sense. It
That
made
is
no
true.
sense. So I don't know. It hurts me to say, but then if we think about trajectory and report card,
track
I
record.
guess track record, I guess Georgia should be the one to sashay. But I don't know.
I think it's coming. I think it's coming.
Has Jorgeous won a challenge?
Yes.
Yeah, but do you remember when Rue was like talking to Jorgeous, even in like that little 1-to-1, like when he was figuring out who he's doing for the Snatch game?
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking to Raymond because you didn't watch the episode. And why you saying he's literally talking to Jorgeous, and he gives Jorgeous a scenario, and Jorgeous like literally can say like says nothing. Like,
but also to Jorgeous's defense, he gave her a because Jorgeous said like 3 characters that she was thinking, and then one was Selena, one was this character that she did, and it was somebody else, and then that third person she was like, oh, tell me, okay, I'm gonna ask you a question to pretend to be her, and Jorgeous was like, but like. Not gonna be her, so
right.
So she was shook. So I think she should have done Selena. She would have been so good. I think
I feel like she would have looked like her, but was she done good? I don't know.
I think you could. I need to see that on a Snatch game. No one has done that.
She could have been J-Lo or like somebody. Like I don't know. Right. If it would have been Selena,
but also I don't want to pigeonhole her in having to do
like typecast her into like one type of role.
Yes, please don't.
So my guess, but nonetheless, this wasn't for her. But yeah, that's how I feel. Shantae, Angeria, Sashay, Willow.
Well, for me, my Shantae is gonna go to Jasmine. No, my Shantae is gonna go to Lady Camden.
Okay.
I think I'm honestly like I am like falling in love with Lady Camden. Like I feel like in drag, like those looks and that smirk and just like her aura, like I'm like you're so like her entire like character is like seductive, and I love that about her. And my sachet will have to go to, as much as it's paying me, Daya Betty, because I'm sorry, Angry Bird, but you are bringing the mood down.
But now to combat you on that, you said that you were
because there's a difference between being like annoying and like being shady and like because no one is batting at her, so it's like dropping. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like there's a difference between being mean and hateful, or being like fun shade and like
and that is exactly what I mean. I don't want what Daya Betty's doing. That's not drama. That's not that's annoying as fuck, and like stop it, Daya Betty. Like you're annoying, and like the girls don't fuck with you, and you actually don't have sisters.
And you're not even that good.
Right. Like and you were eliminated the first week, Che.
Like she needs a reminder.
Like
well, she might get it.
He's gonna get it after this podcast.
And we love you, Daya, and like literally we'll support you. We'll support you, but like at the end,
please, they love you. They love you. Not me.
We are like the Simon Cowells of drag. But yeah, like girl, like you're annoying, and like you're bringing the mood down. So it's
one thing
like
to be. I think she has really poor.
Yes.
It's one thing to be passionate and want to win so bad.
She ain't Crystal Method, Chad.
And even when she wins, she's like, Like,
she's not Crystal Method because Crystal Method was a joy to watch.
Yeah, Crystal Method didn't like the drama too much, and whenever she said something shady, it was funny. Like,
it was funny and lighthearted.
Right, it landed exactly.
Right. So
and when there was shady was because like I feel like what's weird about this all is like Daya, literally no one is coming at you. No one is saying anything to you. This is all unprovoked.
Not even threatened by Daya.
Like, you know the memes that be like, no one, literally no one, not one person in the world, not one human particle in the universe. Daya Betty. Well, I just don't like the fact, like, girl.
I didn't deserve it. So yeah, okay, yeah, I agree.
So sashay away, my love, and get a whole new attitude. I can definitely see Daya Betty coming back to All Stars talking about I was a bitch back then, and now
her Raja,
yeah, like you know, like I could definitely see that. So it is what it is. But any like overall thoughts from this episode? I mean, the ladies are no one went home again,
right?
But next week, hopefully, we get some double eliminations, triple, fourth eliminations. I don't fucking know.
Like honestly, top 2.
Right.
I hope that they start to. I hope that they like. I'm trying to think of the word or the phrase, but like bring the heat a little more. I feel like the girls started off really strong, and I actually started off really interested in this season. And I feel like, although obviously I'm still a fan, I'm still gonna be committed and watch. I feel like I don't have like, oh my god, it's Friday, like let me put it on, because the girls, I feel like they're not giving no more.
They're not giving. But I also think that
I don't even know who I would say is like the fourth, carrying the torch at the front of the pack, like to be, they're the one to watch. I don't even know. I feel like it's an equal playing ground now.
Can I talk? No, I'm kidding. But I also feel like you are hilarious. But I also feel like if this was some type of experiment that production was trying to test with like extending the season, now they definitely understand that this is not working. We're getting annoyed at the point, like as viewers, this is not connecting to viewers. Like we're annoyed, we're over it. Like it's dragging too long. We're uninterested. And when you have a show that airs on Friday nights, which is one of the hottest days of the week, you have to keep your viewership there. And now it's like you said, Eli, like before I would be like, oh no, I can't go out because there's Drag Race. But now I'm like, I might go out because the bitches might not go home. So like I actually might go out because I'm not gonna miss anything, you know? So definitely production, if you're listening to this, because we know you guys are all listeners. Please fix it, Cham. Give it to God. Give it to God, Cham. Give it to God. Let him fix it. Take the wheel, Cham.
Right.
And shade but no shade and all alleged, but someone check on RuPaul's medication because the judging is not there, Cham.
No, he's not right.
He's not right. Well, that is all she wrote. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of The Tug, the Reality Rundown's official Drag Race podcast. We have new episodes every Tuesday. Smash that subscribe button so that you don't miss any of our episodes. Like, when you subscribe, you actually get a notification when our episodes go up. So, like, you know, like...
Who wouldn't want that?
Right.
No, you're...
Like... Right. So make sure you subscribe to the podcast and leave us a review because we love it. With that said, that has been the tea. Now you decide the shade, honey. Bye.